company continues to intimidate and threaten Alexei. This is no longer news to us, and all because Defuk tried to tell the truth. After a long wait, we noticed a harsh response from Defuk on his second channel. Today will be an extremely interesting video because in addition to deciphering the message, we'll also discuss some recent leaks and also examine in detail the files where Jeffree is mentioned. You'll learn this and much more in today's video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Well, let's begin. It's no secret to anyone that the YouTube channel Door Closer belongs to Defuk, and while the drama with the company is being sorted out, Alexei has been publishing various short videos on this channel all this time. We even analyzed some of them. We had doubts that it was him, but after recent events, we became 100% sure that the author of this channel is indeed him. At first glance, this is another absurd short in an art house style, but the whole essence is not in the animation, but in the hidden subtitles. Before we decipher the secret message from Alexei, I suggest we first analyze Jeffree's files. I mean the most mysterious TV man. Besides him, there were several other interesting spoilers here. If you open the file with leaks and look carefully at this file, we'll notice the Astro Duchess and the Watchman of Doom. The frame itself looks quite blurry. Both characters are looking at one point, their attention is focused on something ahead, and at this very moment one of the Skibidi Toilets attacks them. Judging by the silhouette and behavior, this is most likely one of the fighters from the G Squad. In the next frame, it becomes clear that this very Skibidi Toilet is none other than the Skibidi scientist. And I can already imagine how many of you are asking the question, how could he appear again if he died back in episode 70, and all his suits were essentially destroyed? Actually, the explanation may be much simpler than it seems. It's possible that some preparations or backup versions of the Skibidi scientist were still preserved and were waiting for their time. Or perhaps this isn't that same character at all, but other scientists, for example, Kleiner or one of those we saw back in episode 16. If you look closely at his arsenal, you can notice quite an impressive set: rocket launcher, tentacles, lasers, and even elements of minor defense. In another frame, they show us the large TV man still in a completely intact state, without any visible damage. And this looks especially curious if you remember the previous spoilers, where we already saw him with a broken screen. In episode 79 itself, this moment wasn't shown directly, which means it's logical to assume that the leaked frame was made before he was crippled. Next, they show us a squad from episode 77. By all signs, these are most likely old files. In the background, you can notice the still alive Michael Jackson toilet, and the location itself suspiciously resembles that same one from episode 77, which was subsequently occupied by Astro Toilets. The next frame is the legendary photo with Plunger Man, and then we see the TV Man Titan from episode 74, as well as photos of locations from the same episode. A snowy location also flashes separately. There's also another photo of the Astro Duchess. At first glance, nothing special, but if you look closely, the face looks slightly more rounded than before. Perhaps it's just the angle or a stylistic feature of the frame. And finally, that same TV man with tentacles. Judging by the subtitles, this is Jeffree, guardian of the TV men's dimension. His image is frighteningly elongated. A long, thin body, excessively elongated arms. From afar, he really might remind you of Slender Man. However, the difference is colossal. According to the same subtitles, Jeffree's height reaches a whole 10 kilometers. This is no longer just a creature, but a massive anomaly. It's enough to compare him with the Watchman of Doom. He literally doesn't even reach his knees. And this is probably what explains the scene from episode 79, where one of Jeffree's hands was equal in size to an entire Watchman of Doom. But the main question remains: if Jeffree somehow returns to the normal world, will he retain his colossal size and strength? Or is his power tied exclusively to his own dimension? Perhaps different physical laws operate in our world that will compress him to more familiar proportions. Here, I want to immediately put forward several of my versions, because parallels suggest themselves literally on their own. In his dimension, he can be an absolute, a being whose power grows with each new victim. Perhaps that's why he's not interested in anyone conducting active battles inside his space. If killing in his world strengthens the one who commits it, then any character who begins exterminating creatures in this dimension could potentially one day become so strong that they can fight back against Jeffree, and that's a threat he's unlikely to allow. But there's another theory, more down to earth, so to speak. considering that his height is 10 kilometers. Then a natural limitation arises. Perhaps he's simply physically incapable of leaving his dimension. His size may be connected to the space itself. He may be literally inscribed in the structure of this world, be it support or even core. The portal may not withstand his mass, and his form may be unstable outside his native environment. His tentacles deserve special attention. They're clearly not decorative. Most likely, this is a tool for holding, pulling, controlling, possibly even remote influence. We've already seen this with the Astro Duchess when she pulled the TV man Titan with her tentacles. Interestingly, we've never seen Jeffree at his full height. Perhaps he's capable of detaching in parts, like some TV men. That is, projecting himself in segments, extending limbs through space without transferring his entire body. If he really walked at his full 10-kilometer height, we physically wouldn't see his television. It would simply be lost beyond the frame. In the end, I still think that in the real world, Jeffree wouldn't be much stronger than an ordinary TV man. Most likely, all his colossal power and giant size only work in his dimension. For now, there's too much unknown, and this is clearly a setup for a new storyline in the series. Also in the files, you can notice a new Astro Toilet model, literally packed with cannons that are still unclear, which most of all resemble laser installations. And what's especially strange is that it has a white toilet, although in recent episodes, all Astro Toilets had black coating. The most interesting thing is that Deciphering again carefully hinted at the PC man race. Judging by the frames shown, they'll look something like this: business suit and PC instead of a head with green glow. Moreover, we've already been shown another PC man from a different angle, which is clearly not a coincidence, but a conscious intrigue. Earlier, Deciphering said that in episode 81, we should see a new race, but it's possible they could be introduced earlier. There are more and more hints, and the episodes themselves take quite a long time to come out. But considering the entire current situation, it's unlikely everything will go according to Decipherin's plan. Most likely, there won't be many PC men. It's unlikely they'll have a Titan or anyone of similar scale. Maximum, several varieties, and even then without pronounced physical strength. Their role will probably not be in head-on collision, but in support. For example, hacking function, disabling systems, intercepting control, or distracting strong opponents. In that case, they could become extremely useful allies in cleanups and strategic operations. I don't rule out that PC Man might be one of a kind. He could replace Plunger Man's style and character and could take Plunger Man's place. For some reason, I feel that PC Man will be the secret agent's project. In the remaining leaked files, we saw G-Man in a suit, but already without legs. Camera Woman. It can be assumed that the series will play even more on the mysteries and scales of the world going forward. For example, the idea with time dimensions resembles the concept from Interstellar, where the heroes could observe different moments of time simultaneously. Perhaps something similar may be connected with the whereabouts of the Titan cameraman. He may be either in a hidden zone or in a state of recovery after battle, or even in some kind of technological shelter. The Titan speakerman, judging by canon, will most likely have advanced sound or energy systems. His power may be connected with signal amplification, energy waves, or protective fields. So we've reached the most interesting part, deciphering Decifring's video and his secret message. If we look at his second-to-last short called Me and Bro Be Like Two. To understand what's happening here, you need to know that recently a journalist named Steven Asarch interviewed Adam Goodman, the head of the company, and then Deciphering, that is, Alexei Gerasimov. There's a small fragment on the internet. You can watch it. Then Steven had to delete some moments from the interview, and we know the reason. Okay, so what is Decifring's secret message in this video? If you watch the animation, it shows a group call between two men. Their lips are moving, but we don't hear the dialogue. The sounds are absurd and have no hidden meaning, but the whole essence is in the decryption of this video. This short was made based on the recent interview. The journalist Steven is this character named Pillow, Adam is Ballo, and Mardo is Deciphering. And now that we know the context and real names, let's look at the subtitles. Hey Ballo, how are you doing? I'm great. Also, Mardo and I are best friends now. Stop. He's lying. This is not the full picture. He betrayed and used me. He's not
a good man.
Never believe what he says. I thought we were friends, Mardo. You will regret this. You will regret this, boom. As we can see, after the interview took place, Steven not only deleted some parts, but Defuk also received threats. After all, as we can see, the animation showed that Ballo even came to his home, and then an explosion occurred. I don't even know what to say. I simply have no words. I'm just amazed that Defuk hasn't gone crazy yet after so many events. The good thing is that people know where the right side is and who's right in this situation, and who's blatantly lying and hates everyone around. This has been Super Cameraman. See you very soon. Goodbye, everyone.